Hey guys, this is Subha. I am going to discuss PMP scenario in this video. The situation is interesting and related to agile mindset. And this particular scenario happens in the real world as well. So let me read out the scenario first and then we will discuss the option choices one by one, leading to the correct answer. During a retrospective meeting, some team members expressed that they strongly disagree with how the product owner and Scrum Master handled some issues related to the scope of the last cycle. What should the project manager do first? Option A, review the backlog with the product owner to ensure that the scope is appropriate. Option B, collect the available information from the team and address the problem. Option C, schedule a meeting with the specified team members to discuss the issue. And option D, discuss the team's concerns with the product owner and the Scrum Master. First of all, this situation is happening in a retrospective meeting where some team members are not really aligned to how the product owner and Scrum Master is handling some issues related to the scope or the work of the last cycle. Last cycle means last iteration, right? Of course, it's a retrospective meeting, so they are sitting in a discussion based on the very last sprint. So this particular scenario is a hardcore example of how the agile team members should collaborate with each other. Now, this is a collaboration related situation. And this conflict has occurred because the team is not well aligned or well collaborating with each other. So whichever option choice is going to be the best should be in alignment with the rules and techniques of team collaborations. Option A, review the backlog with the product owner to ensure that the scope is appropriate. Please keep this in consideration that the ask of the question is, as a project manager, what you should be doing first, which actually warrants that there could be a possible options that could be done in this situation. But the very first thing that you should be doing after knowing the situation. So the very first thing after you get to know about this conflict is not reviewing the backlog with the product owner to ensure that the scope is appropriate. Of course, the situation is related to the scope of the last cycle, but for sure, at some point, you are going to sit with product owner and you are going to prioritize, groom, and refine the product backlog as well, but not as a first step. This is not the first thing to do. The first thing to do is to bring everybody on the same page, right? So A is out. B, collect the available information from the team and address the problem. Now, this sounds like an idea. I'm going to come back to this. Let's first check option C and D, and then we will talk about B in detail. Option C, schedule a meeting with the specified team members to discuss the issue. Schedule a meeting with the specified team members to discuss the issue may look like a good idea. And when I posted this question on my Friday polls, actually it's C and D. These two choices actually got the most answers, almost even. Like C was 33% and D was 36%. And this is the reason why I first wanted to talk about C and D. So C actually talks about those team members who are actually in conflict with product owner and Scrum Master, bringing them together and trying to problem solve the concern that they have about the scope of the last sprint. On the look of it, this doesn't sound like a bad idea. I mean, how is it a bad idea? Those people who are in conflict with product owner and Scrum Master, having a dialogue with them, having a word with them, conversation with them, discussing the issue, this is okay, right? But where is the product owner and Scrum Master? Without having them in the conversation, this dialogue is not going to be fruitful, or probably this dialogue is not going to bring the full perspective, because definitely they would have their own perspective, their own thing to add to this conversation. So only scheduling a meeting with the specific team members in silo, I mean, this is not in silo, but like in silo in the way that you are actually keeping product owner, scrum master out of the picture. It's not how collaboration is achieved. So this is why C is not the best thing to do. D, discuss the team's concerns with the product owner, scrum master. Now, why this is a bad idea? In fact, when you see all these options, you would feel that D is the best thing to do. That if the team is in conflict with certain perspectives, as a project manager, you represent them to the product owner and scrum master, and you discuss the matter with them on their behalf. But did the team assign you as their representative? Number one. Or did the team request you to go to the product owner and scrum master to speak on their behalf? And if this is the case, this should be mentioned in the scenario directly or indirectly, and it's not there. And usually, like the journal or the usual mindset of agility, as per the agile value number 1, individuals and their interaction, is that individuals, the team members, they collaborate like with each other for everything, for every type of matter. They usually do not nominate people, and they can nominate people. They can go with autocratic decision making as well, if that's the case, if that works for them as per their team charter also. But in this situation, there is no such mention. So project manager being the representative of the team going to the product owner and scrum master is going to be an assumption. It's going to be an assumption. Right? As a project manager, yes, you need to be doing something, but that something is bringing everybody on the table, which includes product owner, scrum master, and all the team members. Ideally, all the team members, or at least those team members who are not happy with the situation, at the same time, and then have the dialogue. And this is going to be the classic example of problem solving or collaboration, which is actually covered in option B, neither in option C nor in D. Right? Option B actually covers everybody. So as a project manager, the very first thing that you should be doing is to collecting the available information from the team and address the problem. And addressing the problem would ensure that the best way to address the problem, which is sitting with everyone, including product owner, scrum master, and maybe some subject matter experts or whoever is needed to better support this discussion, and then converge to the solution, mutually converge to the solution. So only going to product owner, scrum master, skipping the team, and only going to the team, skipping the product owner, scrum master, is going to probably bring the solution, but that solution is not going to be owned by everyone, or that solution is going to be partial or superficial. Right? Again, I would say the same thing, that until and unless team has nominated you to represent them in front of product owner, scrum master to solve their problem, you can't assume that. So B is the right thing to do. I hope you liked this explanation. If you did, please let us know in the comment area. And if you didn't, please let us know about your queries and your comment and feedback. And I will definitely make sure to revert back to you. I will see you very soon with a new PMP scenario. Till then, take care. Goodbye.